Hello. There we go. All right. We
Dude, how are
finally made
you?
it happen.
Yeah, thank you for sitting down with me, dude.
Oh, absolutely, man. Sorry it took so long. That was like it felt like every time we had it, it like fell through somehow. So I'm glad it worked out this time.
You're chilling. I've been extremely busy, so thank you.
Absolutely, dude.
Is that the office where you do the videos?
Yeah, a lot of times it is. I have a different setup. Normally I have like a nicer camera plugged in here, but yeah, this is like my office at my house. So,
That's awesome. I love all your shorts, dude.
thanks, man. Well, we'll try to keep making them.
Yeah, which one's been your favorite to make? Do you have one?
Man, I have a lot of fun doing like the challenge videos. Just whether that's like a back wall challenge or like I don't know, those kind of things are fun. Yeah, I like making the coaching stuff too. I like all of it, man. I just have fun with the whole process. I love filming. I love, um, obviously playing for the Bananas is a lot of fun. So yeah.
That's awesome. My favorite has been the egg one.
Really? Okay. We want to redo that. We never ended up breaking it, so we're like, all right, we gotta do something with that. So I think hopefully within the next like couple of months, we're gonna make another video and we're gonna actually break the egg.
I saw your long form one too with those other players. That was sick.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, yeah, we had fun with that one. We filmed that in California just like a couple months ago.
Really?
So yeah, that was a fun one.
Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have an interview with Coach Rac of the Savannah Bananas. Thank you for sitting down with me, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wanted to say before we get started, you are one of the two people that since I started this podcast, I've always wanted to interview, so thank you for making my dream come true.
Let's go, dude. Well, I love seeing people like you have YouTube channels. When I was how old are you?
I just turned 14.
Let's go. Yeah, when I was your age, I think I probably made my first YouTube video. I wanted to be like a Minecraft YouTuber, and so I would just like screen record on my little laptop and like play Skyblock for Minecraft. So I love seeing people your age being a go-getter, and glad we could finally make this interview work, man.
Thank you. Bro, Minecraft is so fun late at night, I've realized.
Oh yeah, just a little survival world
Yeah.
with the boys. Nothing can beat it, man.
And then I've learned like over summer, I always have like a 1 to 2 week Minecraft phase where I cannot get off it.
Yes, dude. Okay, we gotta have you play with us one time. What do you normally play on?
I play on PS5. What about you?
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I play anything. I'll play Java or Bedrock, but I have it on my computers, so normally I just play on my computer. But because I don't really have a console, so but
Cool.
okay, good to know.
But we're just gonna start at the start. So when you started growing up, you played gymnastics, right? How was that?
Yeah, that was the first thing I ever did. Like the first competitive sport, I guess, that I did was gymnastics. The reason I got into it is because my sister got into it, and so when I was like 4 years old, I was like begging my parents for me to go to gymnastics, and so I ended up starting up when I was 5 years old. Did it competitively for like 3 years, which felt like an eternity at the time, but time speeds up as you get older, I guess. Um, but yeah, so did gymnastics competitively for 3 years, and or maybe 2 of the years were competitive, um, and loved it. Wanted to do it like forever. It was when I was like 8 years old. The gymnastics program got cut, um, just because not as many people want to do like men's gymnastics.
Yeah.
Younger guys like playing baseball or football or whatever else. So ended up switching over to baseball and fell in love with it immediately and have been playing ever since.
That's awesome. Do you think doing gymnastics for those 3 years is part of the reason you can do those backflips so easy?
Oh, for sure. I don't think I would have even played baseball at a high level if I didn't do gymnastics. I don't know if
Really?
you've seen like, yo, yeah, dude, gymnastics makes you so much more coordinated. When I joined baseball, I felt like a superhuman relative to the kids around me because it was like at 8 years old, I'm able to do, back handsprings and back tucks, and I'm used to doing these like coordinated routines with like very specific movements and like hanging on the bar and the rings and the pommel horse, and like I was so like strong and fast, and like it just felt like every athletic category I had like a leg up. And so yeah, gymnastics is like I think the whole reason I was even good at baseball. Um, But so I mean, I highly recommend anyone try gymnastics from a young age, like if you can, because it's so hard, it's so impossible. I wasn't even that good at it, but just from the work that I did have at it, I think it made me so much better at baseball.
That's awesome, dude. That like coordination must have been huge, like with fielding ground balls and stuff.
Definitely, absolutely.
Because some people don't realize it. There's more to fielding than just putting your glove down.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And the older I got, the more I realized how complex it is. But you're right,
Yeah,
it's a lot, and I wouldn't even say that I have like necessarily the best mechanics, despite even doing it for 20 years, you know?
yeah. So speaking of the backflip, what are three tips you would give someone to try and learn the backflip?
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I don't think I've gotten that question before. First and foremost, you have to get really good at doing backflips. That's obvious. But if you can't do a backflip yet, like you got to master that first. That's a given. So that's the first thing. Second thing, don't try to catch the ball when you first start trying to do it. And what I mean by that is like you have to get used to like seeing the ball the whole way and then like flipping, but while the ball is like close to you. But you're not gonna just like catch it the first time. Maybe you will. It took me only a couple tries to like catch it. It probably took me like three or four, no, probably like five or six times to just catch it. But that's I'm a lot older, a lot more coordinated. Been doing backflips for like 20 something years, and I've seen other guys do the backflip catch, so that helped me. But what really was most helpful was me like lining up really close to the ball. So you see the fly ball go up in the air, you line up where the ball is going to be, and then try to time the flip as the ball is like right by you and where you would otherwise catch it. But don't worry about catching it. Don't even worry about the ball getting that close to you. Just like get the timing right of like when to flip. So I guess
Cool.
that's number two is like get the timing right and flip when the ball is going to be where you would catch it, but don't actually catch it. Just flip, just get to like close to the ball and then do a flip. That's like the I think the second thing, and then just get really comfortable. Like I guess the third thing, just get really comfortable getting closer and closer to catching the ball while you flip. But I think it's got to start with you doing flips, not even worrying about catching the ball, just to get the timing right, because that's all it is timing. But the actual catch itself really isn't that hard because you could see it the whole way. So as long as you commit to the flip, then catching the ball isn't as hard as you would think.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think I should start on a trampoline or like grass, like in the outfield?
Can you already do a backflip or no?
That's what I'm trying to learn.
Nice. Yeah, I would say start learning on a trampoline, and then if there's like a trampoline park in your area, trampoline parks are so good because they have like those foam pits.
Yeah,
So if you get really comfortable doing backflips into a foam pit and then keep getting really comfortable doing it on a trampoline, you could probably even like get comfortable doing a backflip catch on a trampoline. Like I never did that, but that's probably would be helpful.
that's awesome. If you could restart, would you do it on a trampoline or the same way you did it?
Same way I did it. I
Cool.
just yeah, I just sent it on the grass, but yeah, that's just I think because I had so much experience already with
Yeah,
flips. So if you're someone like that who's like been doing flips your whole life, then great, do it that way. Otherwise, yeah, trampoline's probably the move.
cool. So first off, you're gonna be a dad soon. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Do you have a favorite dad joke by chance?
Yeah, I do. So, um, let's see here. I'm trying to think of a way to like rephrase this to a more modern joke. Let's see here. Where does the president keep his armies?
I don't know.
Up his sleeveys.
That's actually fire.
Thank you. Yeah, that's like my favorite one. I thought first time I heard like the up his sleeveys one, I thought it was so funny, and I've just had that logged away. So that's always my go-to. It's not that funny, but that's I think what makes a good dad joke. So
I might steal that one.
go for it, man.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, I'd love to.
So on New Year's, why should you go to your local tire shop?
Shoot, I don't know, dude.
So it becomes a good year.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's my dad actually worked for Goodyear for years.
Oh, is
uh,
that where you filmed the video?
no, that was actually Firestone, but my dad worked at a bunch of different shops. I like that a lot. That's another solid one. That's got dad joke written all over it, man.
Yeah, thank you. I got a dad joke book for Christmas and I love that book.
Nice.
So when you were at the Nationals, you said your first year you kind of struggled with anxiety and with the yips. How did you like overcome that to now just going out and ripping backflips?
Yeah. Wow. First of all, good question. And you do your research. I love it.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, man. Let's see here. Well, when I was with the Nationals, I felt like I felt like I snuck my way into pro ball in the sense that I went to a Division II school, and you normally don't get picked up going to a Division II school as a position player. So I was drafted, but like as a free agent, so it was right after the draft, and the draft just got shortened. So for a lot of reasons, I felt like I just snuck in.
Yeah.
And The truth is, like, no, I had a tremendous college career, and that's why it was even possible for me to get signed. Like, I was good and I belonged there. That was the truth, but convincing myself that was hard. So I think that the first few months was me, yeah, worried what people would think of me if I failed, or thinking what my fear was is that like I wasn't good enough to actually be there. And I think out of that kind of is where the yips came from. Also, my sophomore year of college was the first time I dealt with the yips. I got put at third base one time, and I wasn't scared of messing up then. I thought I was a great player at that time, but I had one game they put me at third base, and first time I made a bad throw. First ball hit to me, I make a bad throw. It wasn't terrible, just a little up the line. And my second time getting a ball that game, I threw a ball that was just low, and it was a pick, and my first baseman missed the pick. And so I was like, shoot, okay, I already have two throwing errors. And it was like our first game of the season. And so then after from that point on, I felt like I could not make the throw from third base. They ended up hitting me two more balls that game, and I made two more throwing errors. So I had four throwing errors in one game. And I was like, okay. I told my coach, I was like, look, dude, like I was already bouncing around positions. And I was like, I would love it if you put me at second base, but totally up to you. And we had another guy who was a third baseman the year before. So he was at second. We just switched. So then I played second base the rest of my college career. I didn't think twice about it. And I never thought I would ever play third base again and thought it wouldn't be an issue. But that's how it started. Then I got to pro ball and they're like, hey, we want to put you at third base. I was like, ah, shoot. Okay. That's exactly where I don't want to be. And ended up getting through it by um, I say this all the time, but placing my identity in something greater than how I perform on the field, and
Yeah.
easier said than done. But the main thing is this: like, I think the best way to overcome the yips. Every person's different. Sometimes like the yips are caused by like nerve damage in your arm, and so like it's more than just mental. Like sometimes it's a physical thing. If you're fully healthy, then usually the yips is a mental block, and I think the best way to overcome a mental block, at least of that sort, is through exposure therapy. And this is something that's used typically with people that have OCD. But the idea is you expose yourself to your irrational fears as often as you can, to desensitize yourself to the fear. And then from there, you can play freely. So I basically just kept in my head what that practically looked like was just like pictured my worst case scenario in my head all the time, every day. Like I exhausted myself picturing everything I was scared of, like people thinking that I suck at baseball, and me getting released, and me never playing baseball again because I can't make the throw, and pictured all of that stuff in great detail, and just kept looping it over and over again in my head, to where I was kind of like numb and desensitized to the results of me failing. And that ended up being quite freeing, and ended up getting over that. And I've never told this story before. It's not much of a story, but when I joined the Bananas, I was initially an infielder, and the one of my first thoughts was like, "Ooh, wow, okay, I have already talked about how I overcame the yips. Now I'm gonna be playing infield again. Like, let's see if I still got it overcome, you know." So I was still like nervous about that, and it was early in the season last year, and they put me at third base for one game, and I remember thinking like, all right, like let's see how this goes. Like, and I got like a routine ground ball hit to me, and threw a perfect strike to first base. And no one there really like knew my background or my story or anything. So no one like thought twice about it. It was like, oh, it's routine play, just made the play. And I don't think I did a trick play. I was like, even though it was like the easiest possible ball to do a trick play on, but I just fielded it, threw it to first base, got the out. And I still have that video saved on my phone because I was like no one around me knows that this would have been like impossible for me a couple years ago, but I was able to make the throw. I was able to get through it. So that's long story of me dealing with the yips, but I think every case is different, and I think it all usually is tied to some sort of mental block that's attached to your identity.
That's awesome. Do you think that mental yip kind of comes from like being scared of what your coaches are gonna think? Because I had this one coach, not trying to throw him under the bus here, but like he wasn't we all kind of played timid and like fear of making air for him, and that we just had air after air after air in the game.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's definitely a thing. And that's something like I've seen with so many different teams. Players play a lot better when they feel like their coach has faith in them.
Yeah,
And if you feel like your coach thinks you're a great player, then you normally like live up to that. If you feel like your coach thinks that you suck at baseball, then you probably will. So that's just, I think, a good principle of coaching. Like good coaches believe in their players. So yeah, that's absolutely a thing.
do you think that's why the Bananas are so successful? Everyone believes in each other?
Yeah, that's part of it for sure. And we're not perfect at it, but I
Yeah.
do think that that is one major reason why we're able to do the crazy things that we do. Is yeah, there is a lot of belief in each other.
Cool. Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Yeah, the one I always like go to is Proverbs 3, 5 through 6, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. That's one I always go to because it's like simple and overarching, and I think just a good principle to live your life by. But I think that there's also like Colossians 3:23 that's like work heartily unto the Lord, not unto man. Um, and yeah, there's lots of verse. I guess the first verse I ever memorized, the first chapter of the Bible I ever memorized was Psalm 23. Um, that's another one that I keep returning to. So I've got a lot of favorites, and it kind of varies all the time. But normally when people ask, I'll put Proverbs 3, 5 through 6.
Awesome. Do you think about those on game day?
Yeah, I definitely do. And there's times where I don't like there's times where I don't even think about God
Yeah.
or uh, I think that as I get older, I realize just how every blessing is from God,
Yeah.
and I become more aware of it throughout the day to where I can't help but be thankful, and I'm in a such better headspace when I'm thinking like that. But there are definitely days where I'll go through half my day and not even think twice and just be so consumed in my own what agenda for that day. So there's also plenty of days like that.
Cool. Mine is Philippines 4 through 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I really like that one because like whether it's a game day for me, I'm just going to school. I just think like no matter what's ahead of me, he can help me get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's what that verse is about. Like Paul's talking about how like he's learned to endure all circumstances because he knows that one way or another his eternity is secure. So that's a
Yeah.
good one,
Yeah, there's so many good ones out there too though.
no doubt, man.
So you had quite the year. You were on Jimmy Fallon's Night Show, ESPN. You just filmed a video with Do Perfect. Even like the Washington Nationals vlog a couple years ago, the Red Sox vlog. Which has been your all-time like favorite vlog or moment you filmed?
Yeah, by far my favorite moment filmed. I wasn't even like doing like too many mic'd up at bats at this time, so and it was just me filming and editing. So at the time, like I didn't have the team that I have now, but the Nationals Park vlog
Yeah.
from 2024 is my favorite, just because of everything it meant. Like I couldn't even believe that things happened that way. It was like better than I could have dreamt up. So to have that like captured for the rest of my life, like I'm gonna show my great grandkids that video, you know? So that's special. Um, and then beyond that, I think my favorite like non-vlog video has got to be the um, undercover video that we did this year.
That
That
was
was just like,
incredible.
oh, thanks. That was so fun to film, and that was one of the few times where I hit send and like upload the video, and I'm like, I feel really good about this. I enjoyed every bit of this process. So hoping to have more of those like golden ideas next year, but that was my favorite one from this year.
Cool. What was going through your head when you were circling the bases at Nationals Park?
Well, initially it was like slow motion, like I hit it and it felt like a movie, you know, it's just like bright lights everywhere. And um, I saw it go out, like heading out, and I just kept repeating in my head, like, I kept repeating out loud, actually. I wish I was mic'd up, but I was like, there's no way. There's no way. I kept just repeating that. And I like look over at my teammates and they're going crazy. And that was just like the most euphoric feeling I can't even describe. It was yeah, you feel a little taste of that every time you hit a home run. It's like this um yeah, every time you hit a home run, it's like this, crazy like joy, but that was like that times 10. And
Yeah.
yeah, rounding the bases, I was like, man, okay, I almost want to take my time around the bases just to like savor the moment a little bit. And also when I was like halfway up the line at first base, Kyle handed me the American flag, and I was like, okay, I have to remember how the song goes when I get to home plate. And then I also was thinking, don't make sure not to, because it's like seen as an offensive thing, I think, if you like place the flag on the ground or something. And
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah, I didn't know that, but someone had told me that beforehand. And so I was like, that was another thing like in my head was like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this moment, but then when I get to home plate and I'm done with this whole like celebration we have planned, I'm gonna make sure to like hand the flag to like Zach Frangelo, our entertainment director, and not set it on the ground. So like that was another like random thought, I guess, that I had.
That's awesome because like you said you were cut, you had the yips with that team, and then just to see like a home run in a big league stadium is crazy enough. But add you had a triple before that, and then just to be there with your family, that must have been so cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was quite special.
By the way, I watched the Do Perfect video. Are you gonna have a vlog coming out with that? Because I saw you had like you were the only banana with the camera on your chest.
Yeah, dude, I like that. Good eye. I'm gonna have a full vlog where we weren't sure if we were gonna be able to use some of the footage for some like random reasons, but we got a ton of footage, like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, that's probably about 2 weeks away. Um,
Mhm.
do you have anything you would like to see in that video in particular?
Oof. Um, I don't know if it's like possible, but the when you hit that home run, I know you turned it into a little clip, but like maybe a POV from that from your camera because that was epic.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Okay, I like that. We've got several angles of that home run, so um, we'll make sure to include that for sure.
Cool, thank you. Um,
Yeah, thank you.
speaking of home runs, how cool is it when you hit that walk off in the Orioles Stadium?
Ooh, yeah, that was close. That was close to the Nats Park one. It wasn't quite the same, but that I just again wasn't even trying to hit a home run there. I was trying to just get on base to help the team, and yeah, considering all the like falling on my face the week before and everything, it was like that felt really good. And
Yeah,
yeah, walk off home run in a big league park. Like we get to hit walk off home runs all the time with the Bananas, just like to finish the inning. But like that one ended the game, and given everything that was going on, that felt incredible. That was so fun. And that's another like random little side note. Like I had just signed with Under Armour the week before. Under
yeah,
Armour's from Baltimore, so I had just spent like a bunch of time at their headquarters, and then like all their like executive staff were there at that game, and that's like their first impression of me. So I was like to be able to go like 3 for 4 with a walk-off home run. Like that made me feel good,
yeah.
given that we just signed the deal, and I had that embarrassing moment the week before, and so like have some sort of redemption there, like that felt good. And then just walk-off home runs obviously are just fun always. So
Yeah, dude, that was my next question. So you just signed with Under Armour. How cool is that? Like not only that vlog, but just to tour the facility and like I heard there was Justin Jefferson they signed, Bryce Harper. There's a legit athletes and you're up there.
yeah, yeah, I'm honored to be even mentioned in the same sentence as those guys, and yeah, Under Armour's been awesome. Like just so you know, like kind of a little behind the scenes of like what it looks like when you sign with one of those companies. Like yeah, I made the whole vlog, but another thing that's cool is like they give you such an allotment for like gear. Like I've gotten like I basically get unlimited anything. It's like I basically go on the website and pick out whatever I want, and it's just free. And like it
That's
and
yeah.
yeah, it's really cool, and they've got such quality stuff. Like I love their shoes. Like I feel like no one talks about Under Armour shoes, but I've gotten so many different like pairs of like Steph Curry's, and I'm not even like a big shoe guy or a big like clothes guy. Like I normally just wear what I have, but now that I've had to deal with Under Armour, it's like I can try out all this stuff, and yeah, it's so fun. They make such quality stuff, and that I yeah never could have imagined. There's more stuff too coming with that next year that I can't talk about yet, but some really fun stuff coming up with Under Armour next year.
That's awesome. So like you said it too, they have such cool stuff. What has been like your favorite thing you picked off their website?
Ooh. Uh, I love that they're called like the Dr. Fox series curries. Um, they're like black with a silver stripe over the top, or like a silver strap, or it's kind of like an iridescent strap, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
those, I love those shoes. I don't only break them out sometimes 'cause they're kind of like flashy, but I think might have worn them to the Under Armour facility that one day. Those are crazy. I love those. I also really like they're called the Solas, the Under Armour Sola, Sola shoes. Those ones are super comfortable and I like wear them every day. I wear them to train. I really like those a lot. Also, they have like the cold gear. Now it's like super cold here in Savannah, but they've got the like kind of like turtleneck, like fleece lined long sleeves, and I really, really like those for a cold day.
That's awesome. I wish it could get cold here, dude. It's still hot.
I know. Yeah, you're in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. No, it stays hot out there. Sometimes it'll get a little cold, but
It was 72 today as the highs, so it's kind of warm.
yeah, it's still like springtime over there.
Yeah, people pulling up with like shorts at school, it's weird.
Yeah, yeah. In January, no less. That's funny.
Yeah. So I saw it on one of your videos. I don't remember if it was the Under Armour vlog, but someone said you have had like one of the greatest non-Major League professional careers in sports. Are you honored by that, and does that kind of strive you to keep working?
Yeah, I feel so blessed. It's like such a unique thing. If I tried to do this 5 years ago, it wouldn't have been possible. So I feel so blessed to live in this time period where like social media is
Yeah.
a viable career. Um, so yeah, super honored by that and feel like I have a responsibility to make content that uplifts and that does good. So yeah, definitely motivated by that and just thankful I still get to play a sport for a living and get to
Yeah.
like it's yeah, I feel so blessed far beyond what I deserve and I feel some responsibility to just keep doing my best, I guess.
So speaking of content, you were on the news and tried to do a backflip, ended up breaking your or you got stitches, right?
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep.
Yep, indeed.
How cool is that to like, well, it wasn't cool in the moment, but 3 days later, I think it was you ripped that backflip at Philly Stadium, I believe. How cool is that to just like respond after that kind of tough moment?
Yeah, that was a good one too and another like mental like test there, it yeah, I it was like embarrassing. I was pretty embarrassed. And I think that's normal and good.
Yeah,
But yeah, to be able to yeah, do a flip a couple days later was great. And the day before that, I took the day off for the game and hung out with Cole, hung out with Gigi, hung out with Jeep, and it was just got to hang out with my team and like enjoy a day off. And I needed a day off at that point in time, so ended up being good for me. And yeah, it did feel good sending that catch. I was a little scared, but not too bad. We made it
yeah.
made it happen.
I was surprised too because like I didn't even think about this until I watched the vlog. You were after you were done signing, you were like, let's see if I can even do a backflip, and if my body doesn't fail. And then like later that game, you landed it in warm up, and then you went out and just ripped a backflip.
Yeah, yeah. I've learned sometimes like you can't like get rid of the fear, so you just got to do it scared. So
Yeah,
that's I find myself doing that over and over again with all kinds of stuff. I'm meeting with I'm doing so much like business stuff that I feel so young to be doing a lot of this and like so a lot of times I'm like scared or not really sure like what to say or like there's just a lot of things that you can get like nervous or scared about and I've learned that sometimes you just got to do it scared. And even you hopping on this call and like setting up this meeting and like everything and doing what you're doing on YouTube, you get it. Like it's
yeah.
uncomfortable to do that stuff. Sometimes it's scary. But to be able to just say, all right, I'm scared a little bit, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Like that's huge. So proud of you for doing that, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's been a couple of videos where I'm like, bro, as I'm editing this, I'm like, this is rough. I'm not sure I want to post this.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that way all the time, man.
And then on top of like the backflip and the failing it, I don't remember how many days ago, but you ripped a backflip after that walk off into home plate, which was sick.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the round off backflips I feel great with. So those yeah, you get the little momentum into them and those are no problem. So that was fun. I think that was I want to say that was on a Saturday, a Friday or Saturday, and I think it was the prior like Wednesday or
Yeah,
something
it
that
was
I fell on my face. So it was within like a week and a half.
that was sick.
Thanks.
So are we gonna have a bucket list tour again in 2026?
Ooh, good question, dude. Um, I don't think it's going to be called the bucket list tour, but open to suggestions. I have a team meeting coming up this next week, and um, I want to like I want to come up with a YouTube series that like is recognizable and that people could like attach to this next year. I'm also next year going to be starting up a podcast, so I'm like building out like a podcast set at a local studio. So a lot of stuff that I have going on. Um, so I need a name for the podcast, and then I need a name for like my YouTube series. But I don't know. Like, do you have any ideas or things you'd like to see?
I don't, but I can think on it and get back to you.
Okay, I like that. Because yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I'm honestly might send you an. Let me see here. Let me write something down real quick. Sometimes I just
You're
write down
good.
ideas when I get them.
Oh yeah, I do that like in class when I get videos that come to mind. I'm like, I need to save this.
Good, good. That's what you got to do, man. But very good. So yeah, be thinking on that. Let me know if you get anything. I
Cool.
nothing specific. We have a ton of like ideas planned. We're still going to be filming the vlogs and all the different like crazy stadiums we're going to. So that's still going to be a thing. Still making vlogs, but as far as like the overarching series that falls under, I'm not sure.
Cool. What is the podcast gonna be like? All Savannah Banana stuff?
You would, yeah, a little bit. I'm also gonna get some like theologians and pastors on and talk youth sports. So my goal for the show is to make something that's entertaining for kids to watch. So it's less of like a just sit down and like talk like a podcast. There is some of that, but I'm gonna build out like a batting cage and and a golf simulator and like there's gonna be a lot of like cool stuff in a warehouse. And so part of the like the podcast or interview will be done like in the batting cage and we're like hitting and doing competitions and like talking about stuff and then part of it will be sitting at the podcast set and there's going to be a lot of like I guess movement. So it's going to be more of like a show, but yeah, kind of like a podcast. We're still figuring out the details, but it's gonna yeah. There's probably gonna be a lot of bananas that end up being on the show. Probably a lot of pro athletes and stuff like that.
That's genius because like as I've gotten older, especially with editing, I've learned I can sit down and watch a podcast. But less than a year ago, I don't think I can sit for more than an hour and watch a podcast.
Yeah, no, same here, dude. I got to be doing something, but I want it to
Yeah.
be like I want it to be good enough to where you can just sit down and listen to the audio or like if someone's driving or something, they can listen to the audio and don't have to see it. But if you are
Yeah.
seeing it, there's like more going on than us just like sitting there. So that's my thought, but there's a lot of work I got to do on that, but yeah, that's going to be figured out here in the near future.
Cool. And then with the 2026 stadium vlogs, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I saw you took kids to stadiums. I would love to do that with you if that's possible.
Dude, that would be sweet. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of what the closest place would be.
Um,
Um, Okay, I like that. Cool, man. Are there any games that you're already planning on going to?
I know, I think it's the Tailgaters and the Coconuts, I want to say, but there's a game 20 minutes from my house. But I mean, any game I would love to.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll figure out what our kind of schedule looks like, and I'll talk to Cole. Let me write this down real quick.
You're good.
Got it.
Speaking of Cole, does he edit all your videos now?
So Cole like oversees the editors. So I have other people who edit, but Cole is the one who does the revisions. So Cole will like film and like organize the footage, grab like, get all the footage together in one place and then pass all that off, like the whole project off to an editor. And then my buddy Jeep, who you'll sometimes see him with the camera, Jeep will normally do the editing for my like long form vlogs, and then he'll do like two of those a month. And then if it's a month where we're posting more, like three or four videos, then we'll hire other editors to do those projects. But yeah, Cole kind of oversees all of it.
That's awesome. So I kind of mentioned it earlier, but like you had a couple, it's a baseball season pretty much, so it's gonna happen. But you had a couple up and down moments like the backflip fail, and then you broke your wrist while somehow landing a backflip, which is insane. How did you manage to stay positive and just be a good teammate throughout all the injuries and struggles?
Yeah, I think that was easy, man. So much of what we do with the
Really?
bananas, there's so much that we're doing, so it's no one man show ever. So when I got hurt, like Ty Jackson got to get more time on the field, which was awesome, and I got to take some photos for the team. So it ended up being a good a good break for me, and it's still not 100%. Like
Really?
I've been doing rehab on it. Like I haven't hit a live pitch since September 8th. And it's still not there. I for some reason, when I make impact with a baseball, that hand, like it for some reason still hurts. I looked it up, and sometimes those injuries can take up to like six to 9 months to like
It's
fully
crazy.
recover. Um, it looks fine. It's not in a cast. I have like most of my range of motion, but I can't like do a push up. Like I can't like hold my weight at all. It feels like not right. So hopefully it keeps getting better every week, but it's still not 100%.
Dang, I'm sorry.
Ah, it's all good.
What went through your mind like when you landed that backflip in San Diego to also end the game? Did it like hurt or was it just a cool moment you didn't really think of it?
Yeah, so I haven't like talked about the broke wrist too much, but I actually broke my wrist before the game. We had to do some like something for when we did the rope drop, we had to like jump a fence. I just like landed weird. So I broke my wrist before the game. All my family was coming to the game. So I was like, I don't want to miss this. I knew something was wrong. It hurt really bad when I just in
Yeah.
general, but also when I tried to hit, obviously it hurt like crazy. Um, but I was like, nah, screw it. Like I'm just gonna play and deal with it after. And so going out there in the last inning, I was like, oh, I would love for them to hit me the ball and just like go out with a bang because I had a suspicion that it was pretty messed up and I wouldn't be able to play after that. So I had it wrapped up like super tight. If you look, I have like a lot of tape under my glove, and everything hurt. Like catching a ball hurt so bad. But in that moment, it still hurt. Like I even the adrenaline didn't take away the pain. Like it still hurt when I caught the ball, but I was just thankful that I like squeezed it and like held it in the glove with whatever I had left. And then I got x-rays the next morning and yeah, it was fractured the whole time. So
Wow. And
yeah.
not only did you land the backflip, you did like a sick Iron Man pose.
Thanks. Yeah, I was like I might as well go out with a bang, right?
Yeah. How long were you were out for the rest of this year, but like did you come back early? Because I saw you playing in the All-Star games against I think it was who was that, Auburn?
Yeah. Yeah, against Auburn and Clemson I played. But hurt so bad. I should not have came back that soon. I thought it would be fine. I got the cast off, so like the bone was like healed at that point, so I wasn't at like a great risk of re-injuring it. So that's why I did it. But even though the bone's healed for some reason, like the ligaments around it or something, there's
Yeah,
something still not quite right there.
that's crazy. When did that happen? September, you said?
Yeah, I think it was September 8th or something like that.
Cool. I mean, it was kind of sick though. You landed a backflip like I just said.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that video was like probably one of the most viral videos I've ever posted. I think on Instagram it got like a combined like 30 something million between my page and the bananas page. So, yeah, that was a fun one.
That's awesome. Real quick, no worries if not, but we have a minute left. I have two more questions. Is it okay if I send you a new link?
Go for it, brother.
Dude, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Do you want me to ask the question here, or do you want me to just end it and then I'll send you the link?
You can just end it, send me the link and we'll pick right back up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You got it, man.
What's up?
All right, what's up?
Thank you again for going a little extra.
You bet, man.
So I was just gonna talk about your Bruce Bolts with the Savannah Bananas because they look sick.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had fun designing those. Those were Bruce Bowl makes the best batting gloves, so those were fun.
I used to wear batting gloves, but I watched one of your videos with Bruce Bolt, and you're like, these things are premium leather trust. So then I got a pair, and I used your code, and ever since then I haven't used any other ones. They're awesome.
Let's go. I love it, dude. Yeah, they're great. I really love them.
What went into designing them? Did you get to like do most of it, or did they come up with the ideas and you filled in here and there?
Yeah, so we both kind of agreed something like bananas related would be cool. So we hopped on a call and started like throwing out ideas. So it was a little bit of both, but I definitely had a big say in how they got designed.
Cool. Do you like the long cuff or the short cuff better?
I used to like short cuff, but I think I like long cuff better now. I still use both, but yeah, I think right now I like the long cuff.
Does it help your wrist at all with the extra support?
Not really, but I just kind of like the way it looks. So
Yeah. Have any of your teammates rocked them at all yet?
So we're not technically allowed to wear them in game just because bananas have like a deal with Evo shields. So sometimes we'll wear them with no logos in game. But yeah, I've got teammates who well, they wear them all the time in like practice and stuff. But in game, it's normally Evo shield.
That's awesome. They make good batting gloves too, but I like Bruce Bolt better.
Yeah, no doubt.
Is that why you had those straight hot pink gloves towards the end of the tour? Because I thought those were just like regular batting gloves.
Yeah, those were actually Bruce Bolts too, but those were just like random ones. I wanted to change it up for a day. So yeah, those ones were I think I wore those in Pittsburgh, but yeah, those were Bruce Bolts. I just cut the logos off.
Cool. Do they send you like a custom pair, or do you have to get the logo off yourself?
I just cut the logo off literally, like with a knife. But you can, yeah, you could. They could send me though, like custom stuff if I wanted.
That's sick. So one of my last two questions for you is what is your favorite platform to post on? Is it YouTube, TikTok, Instagram?
YouTube's my favorite for longer videos, obviously. Like all my vlogs, I can't post anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love YouTube for that reason. I think for the shorter content, I think I like Instagram right now. Just engagement seems to be good. TikTok's inconsistent. But I have the biggest following on TikTok, technically, but I think I like Instagram better. And then YouTube's probably my favorite just because of being able to post the um, long form videos.
Cool. On Instagram, like you're a busy guy, but do you ever like catch yourself scrolling through the reels too?
Oh, absolutely, man. I try not to, but it definitely happens.
Yeah, I try not to too, and I set a timer when I do it, but some of them are just too funny.
I know. There's some hilarious stuff on there, dude. People are creative.
And like my sister, she added me to a group chat with my cousin, her friend. I'm on so many different group chats, so I get so many of my DMs.
Yes, totally. I'm in several group chats too. There's some
Yeah.
really funny stuff out there.
Yeah, some people are so creative, like you said.
No doubt.
What is your favorite food with banana in it?
Man, I'm gonna have to go. Um, there's some like I want to say it's like banana, maybe in pineapple, like soft serve or ice cream that I've had before. I want to say it's at Disneyland or I've gotten it at Disneyland before. It's probably not regularly there. It was probably just a special event, but that's probably good. Like any ice cream thing, I'd say. Other than that, I don't really have too much with banana in it, I guess. Um, I like bananas, like I'll eat them, but yeah, I'd say any sort of ice cream is probably my favorite.
Cool. Did you get the Disneyland banana the day you guys toured it?
Yeah, I did. That was also good. They had good stuff there that day,
Yeah.
like banana themed stuff. That was fun.
I saw Jackson Olsen's video about it. It was funny.
Yeah, totally. He makes some good like I love when he does like the food content.
Yeah. I've had banana pudding if you want to try that. That's really good.
Okay, yeah, I've had that too. I like banana pudding.
Yeah. So that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, how long have you been making videos and like is it your goal to like kind of turn it into a career? Like what's the goal for you?
I've done an interview since 2023. Coach Rac was my first one. Wow, it was February 23, so almost 2 years ago. Um, and then I've had a YouTube channel since I was 9, but like I kept getting reported for being too young, so I restarted 13 different channels before I would turn 13, and then they finally let that one stick, and I've had that one since. So I kind of just kept uploading and filming, and then it would get reported, and I just kept making them. And then my end goal, I don't know, it's a lot right now. I don't know if I want to be a Major League Baseball player. I for sure want to do that. I don't know if I want to be a banana. But then I will say I just interviewed Jesse Cole, and he brought up the idea of being the first broadcaster slash player because I also want to do broadcasting one day. So one of those.
I like that, dude. I love that so much. Yeah, there's demand for it, man. It's you could totally do it, and with your experience, like no one your age, very few people your age are doing what you're doing right now. So keep at it, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn them into some content soon, but I've mic'd myself up like in at bats to try and practice it, and it's actually hard.
It's so hard to like think. I find myself like if it's at bat that really matters, sometimes I just turn off the mic and just hit because it's hard to do both.
Because like in baseball, you're not supposed to think, and then like when you're up there, you're like thinking, what do I say to make this popular? And then you like look at a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, yeah. You still got to focus on the at bat and be yourself, but get
Yeah,
comfortable talking. It's not easy, man. Can I take a photo with us real quick? I'll just take it on my phone.
yeah, dude, I would love to.
Cool, man. All right, here we go. And three, two, one. All right, cool.
Thank you. You got anything else for me?
No, that's all I got, dude. You did a great job.
Bro, thank you. I just wanted to say, well, thank you first off for the photo. Also second of all, like I said at the start, you and Corbin Carroll, since I've started this, have been my dream interviews, and I don't find myself being starstruck much, but this was one of those moments, so thank you.
Let's go. You're the man, Isaac.
You too. Thank you.
Yep. All right, see you later, dude.
See ya.